let's try once again to create a fantastic and fun way to speedrun the Symphony of the Night randomizer. Hopefully, encouraging others to attempt to learn some of the basic speedrun strategies, perhaps. This is my warm-up run as well. We'll see. Okay, maybe my controller is a little messed up. I don't know. Maybe I'm bad. We'll find out. We'll see. The goal of this preset is it's a test. Right now, it's in its testing phase. I'm trying to create a preset where the goal is to use the neutron bomb to skip death intentionally, as well as use the wolf relic to skip past Richter, and making that part of the randomizer preset. Therefore, making sure people learn how to do some of the very basic speedrunning glitches for this game. And then making that part of the tournament that I will be hosting in the fall. Rip Cross, yeah, that was unfortunate. It's fine, we don't need it. We're also tentatively allowing a shop glitch. I feel like it won't come up very often. But if it does come up, then sure. Is there a document or file to learn the basics? Exclamation mark tutorial. I have like a million tutorials overall. There's also the tutorials on speedrun.com. Okay, Tolkis, that's a pretty good starting one. I don't think SotN or SymphonyRando.fun has any speedrun specific tutorials, but it might. We could probably get Eldritch to update it and like have tutorials for Death Skip and have tutorials for Richter Skip. What preset? This is the tentative preset. I don't have like a real name for it. Eldritch titled it Learner's Permit, which I think is funny, but I'm not going to keep that as its final name. Put all the tutorials on Medusi.com. That's actually probably the correct play. But you're always guaranteed to start with a neutron bomb. We started with some money as well, which is nice. So the goal is to teach people how to do this stupid trick. Did I put the neutron bomb on? I did. Okay. There it is. It's very consistent, very easy to do. You have a 2-frame window. You can map buffer it. I think very, very few people are going to get very confused on that. Honestly, the hardest part is just knowing how many enemies to kill and being comfortable moving through the game, killing the exact number of enemies you need. And that's more so than anything. Can we keep it named Learner's Permit? I don't think that's a good idea, personally, but fairy card, perfect. That's fantastic. We can do shop glitch. I'll keep that in mind. The name is cute, but I want it to not be cute. I think it's a little too on the nose when my goal is to make this a tournament preset that's meant to be taken seriously. Why no cute? Well, because ultimately I want this to be like a serious tournament preset for racing. But it's just, we're in the process of... Lycanthrope is cute? Okay. We're just in the process of like fixing and like setting up the basics, so I'm fine with it being called Learner's Permit for now. Call it tournament preset. Why has no one thought of that before? I'm not getting into preset discussions, preset naming discussions anymore. That shit is stupid and dumb and everybody's bad at it. Also, what's up, ASD? I'm not having another Batmaster moment. I refuse. I refuse to have another Batmaster incident. No wolf bomb, then? What are you talking about? Just name it Learn Any % Morons? Honestly, I'm leaning towards calling it something like that, Daigon. You're not wrong. I'm also considering adding a heart refresh as like the win condition for this preset in hopes of maybe speeding some things up. So therefore Vlad relics won't matter, which I think is fine. You can still pick them up for like stat boosts, but they're not required for the name Wolf Bomb. That has nothing to do with anything, Cheesewiz. You're just saying words. I'm gonna need context. That's what I asked in the first place, and you gave me the same words back, as if that required, like, that's not how context works. Okay, I'm gonna fucking... Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, Beans unplugged my monitor. What were we doing? Oh, fuck yeah, empty hand. All right, we can win the seed now. Yeah, he lays on top of the monitor cables, which I can't, like, stop him from doing, unfortunately. I've tried to, I just cannot. Set up a decoy monitor? Hold on, wait a minute. ASD, you're onto something. The preset is more than just death skip? Yeah. Also, I don't like the cute, coy naming convention that, like, I want things to be a little bit more clear and honest. I'm not talking about naming things with you guys. You guys are all dumb and bad and stupid at it. It's fine. It's my tournament preset. I'll name it whatever the fuck I want. You guys are tricking me into discourse, and I don't like it. I don't want to have discourse. I will name it whatever I want to name it. When you guys make your own tournament and your own preset, you can name it whatever the fuck you want. You guys trying to erase whatever the fuck I want, or... It's my favorite preset. Unless Mouse steps in. Mouse can ligma balls. What, just because he made the randomizer thinks that he can... Actually, wait, yeah, never mind. Shit, when you put it like that, fuck. Damn it. Fuck. That doesn't one-shot? Surprising. Thank you, Fran. So Jupiter was talking about in the Discord that one of the main complaints from his tournament was people were upset about the randomized music. Who are these people? Jupiter said that was like his #1 thing that was directed on feedback, was people were complaining that the music was randomized. Morons? That's what I'm saying. How does this... How do people... What? That's such a minor issue? I mean, to be fair, if that is the minor issue and that's it, that's a good thing. I'm just surprised people care at all, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, just turn the audio off. Ha ha ha. How can randomized music be real? Just turn your headphones off. That's what I'm saying. I found it so weird. Is that Shinoa in 3D as if it was the Saul 3D meme? Fucking shit, Fran. What you are online a lot. That is the most online thing I've ever seen. And I love it. Fuck yeah. Actually, that's based. Jewel of Open. Again. First relic is Jewel of Open, huh? Is this just unavoidable with the current preset? I thought we fixed this. Or did we change it to do the wolf thing instead? I can't remember which iteration of this that we're playing. You're always online? You know. Oh god. Hold on. Do all I have is I just have a turquoise? Yeah, that's fine. We can shop glitch with turquoise. Let's try it out. Thank you for giving me shop glitch. This shop glitch is gonna suck though. Let's check the shop first. Fire of Bat. This isn't tournament mode, unfortunate. Is there anything even worth shop glitching for? Drac Tunic is fine. Varda. Is it worth to get the Varda? Castle map looks pretty good, yeah. The issue is that this just takes friggin' forever. Number one pencil, thanks for the prime. Because we're not even like there.
I'm interested in this.
We have to do it a second time.
I'm interested in this.
Finally, I can sub. Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll try it out. Also, why is my live split crashed 5 minutes into the run? That's cool. I'm happy about that. In fact, timers are stupid. Let's just like stop with all timers. Timers need to explode. World record, let's go. Oh, the monitor disconnected and it crashed live split. That makes sense, actually. That'll happen. Varda. I'll get the Drac Tunic. Mall Blanc. And Dark Shield.
Farewell for now.
Sure. And we have the Mana Prisms there, which we'll probably never use. All right. Well, we spent way too long in the shop than I think is reasonable, but whatever. Time is relative. True. Okay.
Tribute.
There we go.
You steal
Schnitzel.
men's souls
Thank you for the 4
and
months.
Make them your slaves.
Dude, why do we start with fucking Jewel of Open again? Ugh. It's rough.
Tribute.
Theses.
You steal men's souls.
It's Friday, my dudes. Heck yeah. Thanks for the 11 months. Let's go. Man, it's been 100 years since Einstein first mentioned the theory of relativity. Feels like it was only yesterday. So true. See, I'm starting to wonder if maybe...
Tribute.
Thank you, not Maverick, for the prime.
Steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Maybe we do need to do a little bit of futzing with the relic placements, because I'm pretty sure this is the adjusted version of Learner's Permit that,
You
yeah, Snitzel with the
steal
gifted as well,
men's
thanks.
souls and make them your slaves.
Heck yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the adjusted version where Soul of Wolf and Soul of Bat are both required to enter second castle, which means they're both going to be somewhere in the first castle. But that just means that they're going to be like late in the complexity, I guess. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but... I actually have to take all of my defense off so I can get a good damage boost here. There we go. Nice. We got the gold head damage boost. Only possible because of the Medusa shield, actually. Not bad. Not bad. Does that mean both will never be early? No. Well, yeah. I guess both would never be early because that is considered second castle access. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, early second castle is a thing that can happen in any preset. Think about all the lycanthrope seeds where, like, Jewel of Open is locked somewhere in the second castle or something like that, or Mist is locked in the second castle. Like, these are things that can happen.
Funny about this wall.
There is something funny about this wall, by the way. This route sucks ass. Oh yeah, I forgot that I probably should have, I missed the jump! I'm so bad at this game. Yeah, this is what I should have done. I should have just reset the room with this item check. Coral Circlet? Hell yeah. What's so funny about the wall? You know, it's like an inside joke. You wouldn't get it. You had to be there, kind of thing. Not bad. So this is why Jewel of Open sucks, because it's like, this could be the relic. Technically, this could be the relic, or it's like 2 locations in the second or in the caverns. So you have like a 1/3 chance of having a route that's not dog shit terrible bad, which is this one, or a 2/3 chance of it being a dog shit terrible bad route. And no matter what, it's just like, it takes like 20 minutes to do this route, and it's like a 20-minute tax on playing the video game. Well, there's the dog shit stupid bad route. It's unfortunate, but you know. At least it wasn't the dog shit stupid bad route. No, it is, because Eye of Vlad doesn't do anything. The Eye of Vlad doesn't do anything. We still have to go to the caverns. This is genuinely worst case scenario. The only way it can get worse is, the reason why I press that switch is in case of the actual worst case scenario, which is that the next progression item, the next progression relic is Leapstone, and it's at Merman Statue. Because if you don't press that switch and it's at Merman Statue, you lose a lot of time. Who needs fun? Yeah. No, I didn't want to have to be so aggressive by forcing Jewel of Open off of layer 1. But I think we might just have to do it. Eldritch offered to force Jewel of Open to no longer be the first possible relic, first possible progression relic, but at this point, we've had 2 of them back to back, and I'm wondering if it's just more common now, because Wolf and Bat are going to be less common now, because they're required for progression, which I didn't think would be that big of a deal, but I'm starting to realize that maybe it is a big deal. Which sucks. What does this preset change? There is no holy glasses, and you are allowed to do some glitches. That's the main difference. So you have to do Richter Skip to get past Richter. Death Skip is allowed, which means your starting gear is more important because you get to actually keep it. And that's like the main change so far. As of right now, the complete list of glitches that are allowed is kind of tentative because we're still trying to make the preset, right? It's not definitive what the actual settings and stuff are yet. We're trying to work out the kinks, and right now there are a few kinks, and not the good kind. It's not kinky in the good way. Guessing relic skip isn't allowed. Well, that's the thing, is we could make it be allowed by just forcing the relic, forcing heart refresh into a particular location, but then we would have to, as a hard rule, force relic skip only using heart refresh. Because you could do a janky relic skip. Well, there's Soul of Bat. Hold on, maybe we shouldn't complain? I mean, this kind of did what I wanted it to do, but just in a weird roundabout way. But yeah, the issue is that you can do reverse shift lines with things that aren't just heart refresh. Like you can do a really janky one using shield rod. So because of that, we would probably have to ban that specific use of reverse shift lines, but other than that, I think it's fine. No changes on mana or starting items like Lycanthrope? No. The goal of this preset is to get people accustomed to what it feels like more or less to speedrun the any % speedrun for this game. Not with the same relics, but the same like glitches and the same like, you know, like forcing you to learn the glitches so that way you can't make the excuse that you don't know how to run any %. You cannot do RSL with spells, no. You would have to freeze the screen using a level up. Freezing the screen based off of like doing a spell doesn't work because you can't move and do a spell at the same time. And I don't know if freezing the screen with a like this would actually count as like, I don't know if that would cause a reverse shift line even if you were moving, right? Like if you modded the game to force you to move in that scenario, would that cause a reverse shift line? I don't know. To my understanding, it's only level up animations, relic grab animations, shield rod, spell, and heart refresh. I don't think there's any other way to have a reverse shift line happen. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm misremembering something. Maybe outside of like specific things that are technically reverse shift lines, but like I would recommend looking into emulation personally, Maverick. The PS4 version is not this version of the game that I'm playing currently. The PS4 version changed the voice acting. It also changed some of the game's mechanics. In minor ways. Like if it's your only option is to play the PS4 version, that's fine. But if you already consider emulation, I think emulation is a better option. There are a lot of really good PlayStation emulators out there, like BizHawk or DuckStation, that will give you a much better and very accurate original experience. Whereas the PS4 version is not close to the original experience at all. At least in my opinion. Also different voice acting, which is bad. Also, I was hoping that'd be Alucard. Whatever. Yeah, Konami just is allergic to releasing this game in its original state. Probably due to like voice acting rights issues. Like they probably just don't want to pay the voice actors from the original. Because I think they had a better contract than the newer voice actors who were paid a lot less. That's just speculation on my part, though. I don't know if that's 100% confirmed. It's not a port. Well, if you emulate a game on a different system, is that considered a port? I guess it technically is, right? By definition. But the PS4 version is just a PSP emulator playing the PSP game with some of the features removed. Technically, Dracula X Chronicles had more features and more value than the PS4 re-release. Because they're the same game. It's just that they're emulating it with less content. I don't need that. New preset? Yes. This is a preset where you are allowed to do some glitches. Basically, the glitches that you would do in any % are allowed here, which I think is cool. Do I want to go to the caverns? I mean, I haven't found anything that's flight locked, so I should just do all the flight locked locations, I think. SotN was released for the PS1 in 1997. PS2s can play the PS1 disc of the game. What up, Gearwork? Welcome. What up, Eldritch? Hello. Got you. Oh, God. Maybe I should put Medusa Shield on. Leaf Stone doesn't give us anything. It's just a movement option. But progression-wise, it doesn't unlock anything. Used to watching the VODs. Yeah, no worries. Welcome to the live stream. Happy you made it over from watching the VODs. I'm always happy to see people come around to watching the stream after watching on YouTube or whatever. Ring, okay. That could be a rando ring. It could be many things. We don't know yet. There could be another ring that's also on the flight locked level. We have a few more flight locations left, so. Installed new RAM. Yeah, I did install new RAM like a few months ago. What up, Yuvin? Welcome. Happy a weekend to you as well. All right, now that we have that, things do feel a decent amount better. However, according to my local recording, we're about 30 minutes in. So again, like, we had to pay the like 20-minute tax of Jewel of Open at the start before we could actually like start playing the game for real. You downloaded your own RAM? Dude, that's so smart. Wait, why don't more people do that? $55 is a pretty decent price. I would be weary of the condition you'll get it in for $55, but maybe it's just a decent deal. Oh, the new Will Ferrell is a different experience? Got you, Eldritch. I was going to ask you about that. Thank you. We haven't done this yet, yeah. Disc only, no case. I'd be weary about people. Well, yeah, that's fine if it's like no original case, but if they ship it in no case, then obviously that's bad. It just depends. Also, testing oftentimes just means, does the game boot up? Okay, cool. We tested it. It works. But there are like many a times where a game could get scratched, especially on PS1, where the scratch only affects loading like a specific area, which does like lock you out of playing the entire game, which is unfortunate. So even when something's tested, I am always still wary of it, especially for PS1 games. It is eBay, so there is like a return policy or whatever that is, I think, just generic across the board, but still, it's annoying. Yeah, CDs are very fragile. It's one of the reasons why, like, for PlayStation, having everything digital is nice. Does this work? Yeah, it does. Well, people like playing on original hardware. It's just a thing that will always be, for hobbyists, a nice thing to do. I personally think playing on original hardware is really, really nice. People, people who have like video game collections also care about that stuff. I am not a collector. You can play OG hardware without disc. Yeah, but that's like a process that not everybody is down to, you know, get an X station or get a PSIO with like, you know, being able to do software or like, what is it? Disk drive emulation on original hardware. Like that's not something that like people can do. How do you play PS1 without discs? There are many ways. The most popular is the PSIO. And the most recent one, I think, is the X Station. Both of these are hardware mods. That's too much work, lol. Well, then, I mean, then you're stuck dealing with disk technology that is prone to failure and has all sorts of issues. It's really not that bad. You could also just hire somebody to solder the hardware mod for you. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Plenty of discs are more expensive than 50 as well. I don't know. If you're like a hardcore hobbyist that really cares about playing on physical discs or whatever, like I get it, but that shit's that's a super expensive hobby to get into. It's not for me. And I'm somebody who really does appreciate original hardware. Trust me, I do. I know emulation has its flaws and it always will. Granted, emulation for many things is very, very good. We live in a world where PlayStation emulation is no longer dog shit and bad, whereas N64, the emulation for that is dog shit and bad and probably always will be. So, you know, could be worse, I guess. Yeah, if you just want to play the game, the best way is just emulate it, honestly. But if you have to play it on original hardware, then if you care about playing other PlayStation games on original hardware, then I would recommend getting a optical drive emulator, an ODE. And there's a couple of options. Like I said, the X Station and the PSIO are both options. Some sort of warranty? Yeah, but then you don't get the game, right? If you have a warranty and it's like, oh, the game didn't work and you return it, and then it's like, okay, you went through that whole process and got no game. Zero game. What up, Eldritch? So it's a waste of your time. Again, you could just choose to not deal with it at all, right? Wii Virtual Console almost got N64 emulation right? No, it didn't. Wii Virtual Console is actually bad emulation. It's only good because it's convenient for speedrunners. That's the only reason Wii Virtual Console is like... It's convenient for speedrunners, and even then, speedrunners will oftentimes have to hardware mod their controllers so that way they work properly. Because N64 emulation can't emulate the analog stick properly, still to this day. No, Wii U is just worse. Virtual Console is bad. But Wii U Virtual Console was just worse. I think a lot of people just forget. Unfortunately, for some games like Donkey Kong 64, the optimal way to play the game on official releases is through Wii U WiiWare, or not WiiWare, but Virtual Console. There's a lot of the Virtual Console shit is like one of the dumbest things in like speedrunning, besides PS2 fast disk speed. That's like the second dumbest thing. Hey, all right. So let's count the complexity here, which I think could be fun. We had Jewel of Open, layer 1. We had layer 2 bat, into layer 3 Mist, into layer 4 Wolf. So second castle will likely have, right? Because we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Second castle will be 5, and then we'll come back for 6, 7, 8 with 0 bait. Am I reading that correctly? Because all that's left is Merman, Vlad, Mermaid Statue, Ring, and Vlad are the last 3 things. Yeah, Echo of Bat is in logic. Oh yeah, so that could just mean that we should just go do Spikebreaker first. I think that might be the play, actually. Let's go do Spikebreaker. Did I not get the warp for that? That's fine. We'll go back to the caverns. Complexity is 8 currently. We might need to lower it to 7 since Wolf can be progression and Bat can be progression in 2 different ways. I wonder. What up, Medicated Monkey? Welcome. Oops. It's very interesting. There is no glasses. No, glasses is fully removed. You have to Richter skip in this preset. Anytime that there is a number for complexity, that is the minimum number, because there's always a potential maximum based off of how the randomizer produces seeds. You have to cheat. Yeah, we're playing fucking any percent out here. We've been cheating. There goes my chances of ever getting to the second castle. You will learn! I will force you to learn how to skip Richter! You lazy motherfuckers! Oh, boo-hoo! I have to do a glitch! It's not hard! It takes 2 seconds to learn! Oh, but I could never learn how to do a glitch! Learn, motherfucker! Learn! I'd never cheat in a video game. Damn, my bad. Yeah, we'll call this preset cheatersonly.com. But that's cheating, streamer! If you do a cheat, you're gonna die in real life. Trust me, it's not hard. Anybody who complains about the glitches in this preset, like, I'm not even forcing people to learn to floor clip, all right? It's not that bad. And besides, people will be like, oh, I could never learn how to do Richter skip, but they'll learn fucking the Wolf Spikebreaker shit. Like, come on now. Or they'll learn Blind Bat. Oh, well, I never learned Blind Bat. You probably learned it wrong if you're bad at it. If you're bad at Richter skip, you probably learned it wrong and or you didn't practice. Because I'm gonna rip the band-aid off. You're gonna have to practice at some point if you want to get good. That's just how it works. All right, well, this is probably going to lead to Final Vlad. And it's okay to be bad at video games. That just means that this preset in this tournament is not for you if you're not interested. That's fine. I just don't like that people will complain and whine, and not to say that anybody was doing this. This is more so me projecting, right? I'm not saying anybody was currently whining or complaining, but it is a issue that has plagued speedrunning, especially this game, for a very long time, where people will say, no, I can't do that, it's too hard, but they never tried to learn it properly. They never had the tools to learn it properly. They never actually practiced when they found themselves at a spot where, oh man, this is kind of difficult. Maybe I should sit down and practice it before doing runs for the 10 millionth time. Instead, they say, nope, too hard, I give up, and then complain about it and say, oh, actually, this is impossible. No one could ever be good at this game. If my dumb ass can get world record, any of you could do it. I've just been doing it longer, that's all. I will stand by that statement. Have you heard the words that come out of my mouth? I'm dumb as fuck. Yeah, if Daigon can get sub 17, and that guy's got, like, no brain cells, right? Nothing going on up there. Completely devoid of any thought. And that guy can speedrun the game. You got 2 brain cells? Shit, bro. Hold up. What if we combined our brain cells, you think? And that's the other thing, is you don't need to figure it out through trial and error, MT, but you did using your context clues and using your brain, your problem-solving brain that you were given. Evolution designed this brain of yours to solve problems. Millions of years of evolution to create a brain that can solve problems. You can use it. It's okay. It's allowed. You're allowed to use your brain. I'm giving you permission to use your brain, use context clues to solve problems. And not only that, let's say I cannot figure it out for the life of me. That's fine. There are resources, such as other people will use the other part of evolution, right? Your social part of evolution. The fact that humans evolved to be social creatures. You could ask a question to somebody else who has the knowledge, and you could receive the knowledge from their brain into yours. It's literally magic. It's crazy. I didn't realize me teaching people or me having people learn a new thing would be controversial here, but I guess learning is controversial, huh? Asking question can't do that, impossible. Fuck. Brain osmosis. Excuse me, can I just borrow your brain, please? Excuse me, can I ask a question? How do you ask a question? I live in Florida, learning is banned. Hey, don't let the government know that I've been learning, okay? Please, I don't want to go to jail. The secret learning police will take me away in the middle of the night and you'll never hear from me again. That's actually my infinite money glitch called Mage, is I'm going to force people to watch my tutorials, and then they're going to watch all the ads on my tutorials, and I'm going to make $1 million. Stonks. I don't want those. Maybe I do. Brain leasing. Hey, can I borrow that brain? Okay, this is Final Vlad then. Cool. I don't know. I'm very passionate about a lot of the misinformation that exists around Symphony of the Night and Symphony of the Night speedrunning. It's just one of those things that makes me very frustrated more so than anything else. And it's like, the information is out there, it exists. I know it's not easy to find on your own, but I really just hate giving up, right? If it's something that you truly want to do, just giving up is I just feel like it's silly and dumb. Can I explain Richter Skip when I do it? Yeah, it's super easy. I'm gonna go do it right now, actually. But I've been playing this game for well over 10 years. I've been speedrunning it for about 10 years. And it's like, nothing I'm doing is that hard. I don't think I'm significantly better at the game than I was like a few years ago, because there's not that much to learn. There's not that much to practice unless you're practicing very specific things for the use case of a speedrun, right? It's, trust me, if my dumbass can figure it out, then trust me, it's not that hard. So, you break the brick. That's all you gotta do. Break this brick right here. If you didn't know this brick was a thing, you can break it. You don't really want to let the stairs fall down, but you can. If you accidentally let the stairs fall down, that's fine. It doesn't change anything. It's just slower. There's a couple different setups you could do. You can, what I look for is I look for Alucard's foot. Here. I'm gonna make everybody's life super duper easy here. And hold on. This is what I look for. I look for Alucard's foot to be somewhat flush here with this part of the stair going down, and it's completely flat. Alucard isn't having his foot hang off the back, and it's not too far forward. So you're looking for something like that. Then I transform into wolf. The wolf should look like this. That's perfectly fine. You don't want the wolf too far forward, like this, with his like foot back here off the ground. And you don't want him to only have one paw on the stairs. You want both paws flat like that. So those are two separate ways that you can confirm your positioning. And from here, you just double tap forward, and on the frame that you tap forward a second time, you jump. That's it. And wow, look at that. The background is broken. Super easy. Yes, it's technically a one frame input, but it's not hard. Can you press two buttons at the same time? Then you can do it. You just tap forward twice, and when you tap it the second time, you press jump. If you get the trails following behind you, that means you did it wrong. If you don't have the trails following behind you, you did it correctly. Now, I know you might have to practice this input. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You might actually have to practice. I mean, I need to practice. I'm not getting it as consistently as I once would. And if you're worried about soft locking, super easy. All you got to do is just backdash into the cutscene. Backdash into the cutscene, skip the cutscene. That's it. Don't worry about anything else. You can worry about figuring out how to wing smash through it. It doesn't matter. Just backdash into the cutscene. You're fine. Make sure you're not in wolf form. Make sure you're not in bat form, and you will never soft lock. Just backdash into the cutscene. Now, another thing that's important to note. Let's say you have to go back to the first castle for something. Uh-oh. Oh no, won't the cutscene happen here? I'm scared. Well, the cutscene actually doesn't happen until you leave the room and come back. Now that I've left the room and came back, now I have to do Richter Skip again if I want to go to the second castle. Because Richter is always there, always waiting. And I imagine a lot of people are going to forget about that and fuck up because of it. Heaven's Sword, heck yeah. Yo, Tooth of Fly, let's go. Can you be in mist form? No. Now, let's say, for example, you forget what's going on here. As long as you're not, like, mindlessly wing smashing through, you will know that you can't see how the screen locks up here. That means Richter is there, right? If the screen stops right here, Richter is over there, and it's bad. You have to do Richter Skip again. So you just do the same setup. I'd messed up the inputs because I'm bad. You just set it up again. And there you go. Easy peasy. The second time, however, there's no cutscene because you did skip it, so you don't even have to worry about soft locking. You can't soft lock the second time. It's super easy, super consistent. Is it going to be a YouTube short? I don't like making YouTube shorts. I'm going to keep it real. They're kind of annoying to make. And I don't think they're that beneficial to my channel overall. Because I'm also the type of person, if I'm going to make a YouTube short, I want it to be good, if that makes sense. I don't want it to feel like a waste of your time. So I would want it to be edited properly. I would like for it to be like its own thing that is informational and makes sense and not just a clip from my stream, which a lot of people do. And I don't think there's anything wrong with just clipping your stream and making that like a bunch of YouTube shorts or whatever. I just personally find that to not be that cool or interesting. But I also just am not a big fan of short form content in general. Like, I don't watch YouTube shorts. I don't watch TikTok personally. So it's hard for me to feel excited about making that type of content. Even if it would technically benefit my channel in some way. There's no way a random Vlad is just chilling there, right? At, Merman. Also, why did the timer break again? We're 51 minutes into this stupid. I'm fixing the timer. Yeah, we're like 52 minutes in. Oh yeah, the mouse. Shit. That's gonna be annoying. Turn that off. Alrighty. Holy symbol has echo. We could do the calculations here. However, my brain is very small. Dude. I'm surprised you stay in Dark Metamorphosis after a, getting stoned. LiveSplit just crashes sometimes. It's just not a very stable program. I don't think it's had, like... Has LiveSplit had official support in, like, the last 4 years? Maybe it has. I'm unaware of any official support LiveSplit has had in a while. I haven't had to update mine in a long time, or at least it hasn't prompted me to update mine in a long time. So maybe that's on me. I don't know. Is there a complexity chain in all randomizers? Not necessarily. This preset does have a complexity requirement of 8, though. Yours prompts you to update it every few months. Maybe mine is broken then, and I might just need to reinstall. That's probably correct. So I could just be wrong. That was just my personal experiences. It hasn't asked me to update, so I thought that there was something wrong. You know what? Screw it. We'll be Heaven Sword main. We have all of this attack buffs. Surely Heaven Sword is goated. Nice. Wow. Heaven Sword actually the best weapon in the game. I don't remember if I fresh installed or dragged it over. I imagine I fresh installed from this PC, but this PC is like a year and a half old, so I don't remember. Gas Cloud from Akmadon? How fitting. Speaking of complexity, do we think we should lower the complexity to 7 instead of 8? Would that matter? Because I don't know if you watched this whole Seed Eldritch. I mentioned 7. I just don't know if that's necessarily like going to have positive outcomes or not. What up, Mike? Because this seed we also started with Jewel of Open. It can still generate 8. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it generating an 8, but having it on average mostly generate 7s could be beneficial, because I'm thinking like we're already removing one of the relics or one of the progression items, such as holy glasses, and by removing that, does that mean that we're essentially already kind of removing a step in complexity anyways? By forcing Wolf and Bat to be the holy glasses equivalent? Well, that's the thing, is I don't want Wolf to... Because, like, Wolf has other purposes as well. It could be the thing that unlocks all rocks, for example, right? So by forcing the thing that unlocks all rocks to be much later in complexity, like, that's a problem. Wait, did I ever check Silver Ring? I don't think I did. Shit. Wolf doesn't do the same thing as Glasses. It has other, like, additional aspects. Glasses only has one purpose. Glasses only opens up second castle. That's it. Wolf, on the other hand, can unlock the caverns the catacombs and mines, and it can also unlock all rocks. Why was that such a little lag? Because I'm goated with the sauce. No, that room is horrible if you wing smash against the ceiling. You have to do lagless. If you don't know what lagless is, it's called lagless for a reason. It's a strategy where you wing smash upwards without touching the ceiling to reduce the lag. Yeah, once you're better at the game just lags less because it knows that you're good at the game. All right, well, we didn't have to worry about it. You do not start with Wolf in this preset, no. Wolf is expected for Richter Skip, which I'm starting to realize will have consequences. I think keeping Wolf and Bat both as the requirements is good, because in this seed I got Bat early because of that. Like, Bat was in the it means that Bat and Wolf are always in the first castle, which is nice. All rocks is an issue, right? Because if Bat and Wolf are both like super late in the chain, it means that you'll always have all rocks as an option in first castle because they're both there. It's just when will you be able to do it? You know what I mean? I think 7's fine. I'm just like, this was a seed where Jewel of Open was at the start, and I'm wondering if that's just going to be more common because Wolf and Bat are going to be likely pushed later. Or I guess they're just as common as Gravity Boots or Leapstone, right? As like your starting relic, it's probably going to be Gravity Boots, it's going to be Leapstone. If we lower the complexity, it means that Bat could be the starting relic more often than not as well, because you don't have to worry about filling out all the layers of complexity as well. So 7 might help with that. Yeah, I'm going to try the Will Ferrell seed as well. And see how that goes. Again, this is all about testing, and it also sucks because it's like we're getting a very small sample size of all of these ideas, obviously, because we can't be a fucking AI and scrub every seed possible over and over and over again all at the same time. We have to play them one at a time, and it takes like an hour each time. So each idea is going to be flawed in its execution no matter what. This seed was pretty good. I didn't like the Jewel of Open start, but you can just check logs. That is true. We could just force a bunch of seed generations and then just check the logs. That is true. And this new preset, Richter Skip, is mandatory. Yes. Holy glasses do not exist, so they are mandatory. The purpose of this preset is to get people learning to speedrun the game for real, instead of pretending to speedrun the game because they play Randomizer a lot. And now, I say that as a heavily inflammatory statement. I don't actually mean it in that exact way. So context is important. But yeah. In about an hour, that's fine. I mean, we're not going to get seeds as fast as Lycanthrope because Lycanthrope just gives you so much faster movement all the time. And so competing with Lycanthrope is just not realistic. But I think like anywhere from like 50 minutes to an hour feels like it should be good. But yeah, my goal is to get people to expand their skill set. Exactly. That is the correct way to say it instead of me being a little baby. You can't generate tournament mode, mouse lock tournament mode. Ah, gotcha. That's fine. I mean, the tournament mode hasn't really come up yet for me personally, and I'll keep that in my mind going forward. But yeah, hopefully we can work on this some more, and you know, you can subscribe right now and watch me do that in future videos, which you should be subscribing right now. Why won't you subscribe? Subscribe, please. Thank you. Oh, geez. That's a lot of subs. Let's go.